Hello everyone and welcome to another First to Worst stream. Today we have Ubeek running. His opponent cannot unfortunately run at the same time and will be running later today. So Ubeek, if you'd like to eat your hot dog, and we'll get into it.
Alright, let's do this.
Just the viewers, there is a little bit of stream delay between him and I.
Rolled the OTS 38. I will be re-rolling that.
Okay.
Mag 7. There's no question.
Okay,
Target
that's your
system
second
detected.
reroll then.
Take it.
One more reroll should you wish to use it.
MRAD. I'll take this.
Okay. Right, with that,
Not as risky as a reroll.
Uplink successful.
With that, I wish you the best of luck.
Target
I
system
shall
detected.
see you at the end.
Take it.
Do you have any final words before you start your run?
No.
Uplink successful.
Let's get this done.
Target system detected.
Okay. Right.
Take it.
See you on the other side at the score screen. Good luck.
Cheers.
Right, and so he's off. He's selected the MRAD as his weapon, with one reroll remaining. Taking his customary very far forward red dot position on the rail. So I can actually hear it. And he's straight into the first supply room. So he does have a bolt action with a red dot now. Curious as to whether he'll buy another red dot sight, whether he'll go for a shotgun as an option, or just forego the purchase entirely.
Override token found.
Pump action, getting probably the best pump action in the pool, and another red dot for game point sight, and going with the flashlight option as well. Not much flashlight, which can be very useful over one of the smaller ones when you are using a low profile sight, as it can be used as getting the term a pseudo red dot which you can't see through. The type Anton was recently added to the game. Getting the term right now, I apologise. I'm sure someone watching will know the correct term. So that you're not blinded by the flashlight. Using as you like to call it, a pseudo laser, using the center of the circle to aim.
Interfacing with system node.
One.
Hold this position. Analyzing system.
Preferring the shotgun over the bolt action here. And it certainly does this. Assuming it hits. Using a sight might have helped. There we go. The spread should help with the statics.
Encryption.
One of those says it's there, the other one again. It's very on
Encryption neutralized.
found that nice and quickly. And
Hold successful.
one's complete.
Data extracted. 4 override tokens found.
So, really unfortunate hit there.
Advance to
He's going to have
next
to work hard
system
to
node and take
make
it.
up the difference. If he avoids getting hit, then gives him a bit more scope going forwards. That hit bonus is quite large, so getting hit is a large penalty against him, unfortunately. We don't know how his opponent's going to do. Anyone can get hit at any time, obviously. Anything can happen.
Override token found.
It is a game of scoring fast encryption clears, but also scoring high by avoiding those penalties. Okay, the game might go back on the pump action, and the flashlight goes onto his Beretta. It's unfortunately a relatively small magazine, being I believe it's a 6+1 shotgun, which is not bad, but it's also less than ideal. Those extra shotgun shells you can fit in, for example, the spaz, do really help when clearing out encryptions like the regenerative. Two, clearing it out. If you get an early hold,
Interfacing with
Started
system
node.
node. Hold this position.
so we are going to see hard
Analyzing
encryptions,
system.
where the shotgun will be very helpful at finding those gaps into the core. Or best warpers, where once again spread. It's quite a nice lineup of those 3 clouds there. Might get a bit more annoying to get to, but that's those
Hard
3 clouds is actually
encryption
very
detected.
that one deflecting a number of
Encryption neutralized.
actions done. A very
Advancing to
well-considered
next system
switch
layer.
between weapons to make sure that he was
Analyzing system.
fully loaded at all times. Like reloading quick spent having that plan in place meant that he avoided scoreless. Okay, thanks. VHS. I'll turn down the in-game audio a bit.
Sworn encryption detected.
I apologise if the balance wasn't
Encryption
correct.
neutralized. Hold successful. Data extracted. 5 override tokens
I
found.
will try and boost the microphone a bit as well.
Advance to next system node and take it.
So with that, hold 2 is complete. And he is moving on to the supply room for hold 3.
Let's check this out.
Override token found.
Okay, going for the upgrade sausage again. Get himself a bullet boost. So he now has an infinite ammo and bullet boost. Very, very useful for clearing out the holds. Working out what he's going to do with that MRAD. Looks like he's going to sell it, get a token back,
Override token found.
which is enough for him to go for a 5-point shotgun, should he wish. Or, okay, gone for the 2-point pistol. Didn't need to sell the MRAD for it, but it did create space in his pockets for the gun. That looks like a 5.7, I believe. Might be incorrect there. I'm not 100% of my pistols all the time. Moving on towards the third hold. So this is garden. Will he be having to touch grass is the question we've been asking.
What's that?
It can be slightly awkward to clear this hold sometimes, so he seems to take it cautious option, although that was a little bit of a poorly aimed shot on that Sosig, who hasn't alerted, been stunned and surprised. Didn't get a good look at him with the shot coming in. This is the unfortunate consequence of using the flashlight, as sometimes it doesn't line up very well with the front sight, so you can't use that shadow to get a perfect aim. The actual aim point is above the shadow of his front sight.
What's going on over here?
So he does need to aim low to get those hits. Circling round, there is a Sosig upstairs somewhere. Oh, that one over there. Maybe it's not upstairs. There we go, there's two up there, and he's taken them both out. Well, one of them went down, the other one fell over. I thought that was a kill, but apparently not. He's ready to start the hold. No alert lost there, as he begins hold 3.
Analyzing system.
So we are going to begin once more with Hardens. Shotgun struggling against the shield Sosig there. Switching to the pump action.
Hardened encryption detected.
Not being able to get the reload off before the Hardens appear. Quick reload off now, but losing some valuable time here, unfortunately. Avoiding getting shot there, but those Sosigs are aware of his position, are shooting in his direction. Very, very close to being hit again there. Round trying to find that last encryption, trying to avoid getting hit, bouncing off it, clearing it, but that's not the last one, taking another hit. That's very unfortunate, but the phase is clear.
Advancing to next system layer.
He is going to be kicking himself for taking those hits there. Barrett would have really helped in the MRAD. He could have used that on the Sosig. He can punch through that armor. Unfortunately, he sold it at the last supply room and didn't have it as an option. It's just one of those things where you've got to choose what your loadout is going to be, tailor it for the holds you're going into. Struggling again with having to aim low with shadow sight here, getting a much more accurate shot with the red dot. And the swarms were cleared a lot quicker. So only the recursives left, and I believe that is why he bought the pistol, to get those nice accurate shots off on the recursive targets. That's very in his face. Sees it coming, moves away from it, does not get caught up in the blast. Good use of cover there to avoid the panic shots from the Sosigs there. manages to take that one out, taking out the two below, topping up his shotgun, making sure he's
Recursive encryption detected.
fully loaded. Curses are up. Good clear of the first one with the pistol. And unfortunately hitting the core there,
Encryption
but the second one is down. Still a good fast clear.
hold successful. Data extracted.
And hold
Advance to
3
next
is
system
complete.
node and take it.
Question now is he going to purchase a new weapon going into hold 4? I believe he probably will. We saw a few battle rifles yesterday, but the assault rifle role is there to be considered as well. It's probably the more common choice. This is of course the supply room that everyone has to be cautious about, as it is filled with holes that go down into the ground. If you drop a gun down there, it's never to be seen again. So Sig Patrol is walking away from him. So he's moving into pump. Two Sosis right next to each other, making themselves easy targets for him. And poking his head up the ladder made that Sosig an easy kill as well. Still hear another Sosig in there.
Go to the.
It's probably all of them. Okay. Patrol may be coming from behind him. If they heard the shooting, they will have turned around. Box is out of the room. This way you can't lose tokens down through the floor. Gets his health back, so he's now back at full health. Should be another box in here somewhere for the token. Not seeing it. Ah,
Override
the first box
token
had it in
found.
and it just bounced around the corner. Fusion averted, and he goes for the 8-point battle rifle roll. Sorry, assault rifle roll. Gets himself a. I believe that's a semi-auto only carbine, but he does get the 50-round magazines. Gets rid of the K-Batana and ready to go. No underbarrel, unfortunately, on that gun. Interesting that he's opting for the larger red dot. If you go for the smaller one with the large light, it does block the light from the torch off from your aiming eye, which actually makes the contrast better and easier to see that red dot against the light. So Sig Patrol had no idea he was even there until that bright light was in his face, blinding him. We're going to see a ammunition change. Here's 2 points, going for Tracer. That's one of his tokens spent. That will obviously reduce the need to aim. With follow-up shots, you can guide them onto the target. So he's making his way into storage now, which is hold number 4. Droid, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Obstructing the light means that the red dot is easier to see for contrast. So I found that an interesting decision to take the smaller dot off of the rifle.
What? Huh? Might be a good time. Investigating. What? What's over there? What's over there? Investigating.
Interfacing with system node. Hold this position. Analyzing system.
Picking this corner behind the ladder, get some good shots on all of the doors the SO6 come in. I personally prefer a slightly safer position, but it's a very good position for quickly acquiring targets. I believe there is one up to his right. He's found the one in the centre. There we go. One more left, I believe.
Over there.
Right in front of him. Awkward to hit when you don't get more than a fleeting glance. You have no depth perception there when you only catch a glimpse of it. But phase 1 is complete. He hasn't taken any hits. And he is on to the polymorphic. Hasn't clocked where it is at the moment, focusing entirely on taking out these SO6. Let's have a quick look. Trying to see where the encryption cloud is. It's up high in the centre. The encryption is up. SO6 are dying. Does need to start taking out these nodes. It's jumping around a bit for him as he aims at it. Takes a hit. Oh no, he didn't take a hit there. I thought he did, but it seems he did not. It's instead hitting the metal pillar next to him. Polymorphic being a little bit awkward, hiding those nodes, but he manages to get his bullets sliding past the core.
Analyzing system.
Just the regenerative to go now. Once again taking this position in the corner, giving good sight lines on the doors into this room. Wiped Anton's vision of players ducking and diving around the bricks. He's found the encryption cloud, regenerative. The question is he going to relocate? He is, getting a longer range view on the encryption. So when it pops, the shotgun will be more effective. There we go. Spread working well to take out more of that encryption. Once again switching to his second shotgun instead of having to reload the first while encryption timer is up, and hold 4 is complete.
Advance to next system node and take it.
So we are on to our last supply room in Greenwall and on to hold 5 in Spillway. So as he goes into Greenwall, he does have to be careful of patrols coming up through Inclinator. Those are particularly awkward to avoid spotting you through the doorway if the shot panel is at the top of the stairs here. If you'd like to alert on you from the opposite side of the inclinator room. Check to make sure it's clear. Takes out the floater.
Huh?
Good, there's the patrol. They seem to be dealt with just fine. Indeed. Up his health. So I think he did take a hit. I just couldn't really see it on his health display there. That is unfortunate, but he has been doing some fast clears. Ghost dog for the final hold. That will help keep him safe through one of the encryptions. Goes for a second one, gets the shield. So has the ghost and the shield available to him. Tosses away the pistol magazine, sells it for an extra token. There's 2 tokens remaining at this point in time. I was curious as to what he was doing with it, and he's found himself another large flashlight. I presume he was aiming for one of the smaller ones, as he has now decided to just leave it. So hold 5 spillway is now beneath him. He does need to take out those SOSIGs. Takes off the flashlight to give him a better view. The red dot is definitely clearer to see now that the flashlight is on there. See that clearly on the stream. Just carefully taking out the hold guards. Not many left now. That might possibly be it, but usually there is at least one more hiding behind a pillar. Go. So it's down. He can begin the hold.
Interfacing with system node.
So he does have all the upgrades that everyone looks for. It has been referred to as the Holy Quaternary, the Shield and Ghost, the Bullet Boost, and the Infinite Ammo. I would likely see the Infinite Ammo being used on the Isomorphic. Bullet Boost, now Fire Encryption, and the Cascading is up. Take it out from long range with the rifle. Takes a hit there. That's very unfortunate. So it's just the shotgun for the spread. He can maybe take out more than one of these at a time. And clears the encryption. But that hit is rather unfortunate. That's going to be an annoying point loss.
Analyzing system.
Little shake of the head there. We can see that he's frustrated with that. Okay. As emergency VHS point out in the chat, this is a very large room. The SOSIGs do come from multiple angles, and the torch is actually very useful here. Because those ladders are in the dark a little bit. So Infinite Ammo and Shield needs to reload the shotgun. Unfortunately, it was dry. Shield protects him from the SOSIGs and can just start to round after round into this encryption, and he's cleared.
Advancing to next system layer.
Slightly unfortunate with the gun not being ready, but it was a very quick clear once he started shooting. Opting to stay in the dark again. This does make it harder for the SO6 to spot you, especially from the far end of the room. This hole is being slightly increased in brightness on my end on the stream than what he is experiencing in the headset, for your viewing pleasure. He has taken the ghost dog. This should be with plenty of time to spare for the encryption to pop. The bullet boost will come shortly. Refractive is up, shotguns are out, and the encryption is down. The run is complete. Fantastic.
Data extracted.
Let's get a
Advance
score.
to next system node and take it. Returning to interface.
Okay, and we'll bring him back into the room. Hello, Ubeek. How are you feeling?
That was an unmitigated disaster.
I did notice you took a few hits throughout that run. I guess that just it adds a bit extra stress to you, and it's more easier to make mistakes. And what were your thoughts as you were playing
It
through?
just snowballs.
What were your thoughts as
I
you were
took
playing
that
through?
first hit in the first hold, and yeah, I think that just sort of sent me spiraling.
Droid is asking in the chat if you had any personal complaints about the rolls, because he says he feels they were just on point.
The rolls were okay. I would have much preferred something automatic for my 8-point roll, not semi-auto. It really sort of helps when you've got those jitters to be able to just hold the trigger down for a moment and spray a few rounds in a general direction.
Yes, indeed.
But overall, I'm not super unhappy with what I rolled. I got my 2 power-up dogs. I didn't roll oops all unlimited, so
Yep.
yeah.
That was good. I did notice that you didn't seem to like the large light.
Hate it. I've been getting the low profile lights in most of my runs. This is the only one that's so chunky, and it offsets it just enough that my brain can't do the point shooting quite as well with it.
Yes, you have to aim high with the shadow of the front sight. I was curious that you didn't use the low profile red dot with the larger torch, because it can form a pseudo OEG. So you get a really good bright red dot against the back of the torch.
Yeah, that was just an oversight on my part, I think, because I did start using my my other red dot that way towards the end. Just wasn't thinking, I think.
I did notice you took the light off when you were doing the initial clear of the 5th hold, which definitely made the red dot more visible.
Yeah, 100%.
I think the torch came in handy in that last hold to get some good shots at those SO6 coming down the ladders. So I don't think it was a bad decision to have it. But yes, so your score has been recorded. Your opponent, of course, is running later today. Just double check exactly when that is.
I think it's about
Glassbone
another 9 hours from now.
8.5 hours. So yes.
Yeah.
um, so we will find out whether you are going through to the next phase or not in another
Yeah.
8-9 hours.
Be a nice surprise to wake up to.
My fingers are crossed. Good luck. Anything can
Thank you.
happen. We don't know how he's going to perform, so we shall
That's
see.
it. But playing through that, I felt like I was going to be getting a 115 tops, but I'm pleasantly surprised. So
It's
yeah, we'll see how it pans out.
yeah, it's not the easiest seed. Just a few slightly awkward holds in there. So okay. Well, thank you very much. It's been great having you.
Thank
If
you.
you don't make it any further, I hope you'll continue to watch the tournament. If you make
Absolutely.
it through, we will be seeing you next week. So good luck and fingers crossed for that. And
Cheers.
to
And
those of you watching, thank you very much. And we will see you for later runs as well. Any final words before you leave?
Good luck to Paper if he watches this before he runs.
Okay. Right, and with this, I shall say adieu. We shall see you later. Cheerio.
Cheers.